often I receive letters and stopped at airports and on the train and in the craziest of situations. And people ask, what does it take to be an entrepreneur? I want to be a business owner. Well, you want to be a business owner. You want to be an entrepreneur. Well, the first thing is that you've got to have a promised land mindset. Many people feel secure just working on a job, making ends meet, taking care of their families, going on vacation, having an additional car, having a nice home. But when you think about the car, you think about the home, all of it is just debt. Debt, debt, debt. A little storm can come by and your whole life is turned upside down. Your employer can terminate you. If your employer terminates you, you can find yourself in the foreclosure with your house, you lose your home. You see it enveloping right now before us. People losing their way of life, and especially for minorities in America, their wealth is derived from home ownership. Absolutely. 60% of the wealth of minorities in this country come from home ownership. So many have lost their wealth and their homes are in crisis as a result of the financial meltdown. So what does it take to be an entrepreneur? First, you can't do it for money. It should not be because you want to make a lot of money. You've got to believe that you can find a better mousetrap, some kind of widget where you can bring something of value to the marketplace. You know, I look at these people every day with these applications, whether it's Apple and all these other computer giants, where they develop these applications, and I hear a lot of young people look at it and say, oh my God, I thought about that a few weeks ago. Well, you thought about it a few weeks ago, and what did you do about it? Did you try to get it patented? Did you try to get it copyright? Did you try to make it a reality? No, because you don't believe in your own ideas. You don't believe in half the things that run through your mind, because if you believe in them, you will search the yellow pages, you will search the internet, you will search Google engine until you find somebody who can help make your vision a reality. There's, especially when you live in a metropolis like DC, or New York, or Chicago, or Los Angeles, or Dallas. I mean, there's so many different conferences. Every businessman, every who's who in the world will always come to Washington, D.C. in these major cities. They're always in the newspapers. And what you have to do sometimes, you have to go and just sit where absolutely you think they're going to be. You look at the schedule. It's easy to find their schedules. And you've got to go and find just 5 minutes or five minutes with that person and say, look, I'm worthy of an investment. I'm worthy because I want to be an actor. I want to be a public speaker. I feel that I can be a producer. I can write songs. I can write lyrics. I can create music. All I need is a chance. You have no idea how important it is stretching your network, convincing others that you're worthy of their time and their resources, because all you want from anyone is an opportunity. And you know, all my life, I don't have to do it now, all my life, I've gone to people in an unprecedented way, from Richard Pryor to Justice Thomas to Oprah Winfrey, oh yes, to Terry Giles, to David Smith. I've gone to all these people and said, look, I think I can add value to what you're doing. And they all have given me a chance. And I'm going to tell you, I maximize all the chances. Sometimes what you got to do is change your routine, change your way of life, change your pattern. And sometimes you got to step outside of yourself and say, hey, my name is Armstrong Williams, and I think I'm what you've been looking for. And if you don't believe it, I put this together, I have this together, I'm going to email it to it, here it is in hard copy, and all I want to do is have an audience with you and your team, and I'm willing to bet you that I can add value and grow your product. And once you begin to get into a situation where you thrive, where you work with people that you admire, you're in an environment where the work makes you feel good, it doesn't feel like work, it feels like a hobby, then you begin to learn the things that you enjoy, the things that you can have passion for. Then your creative juices start to flow, your brain starts working, and you say, wow, you know, I can do this. I know it was a lot of rhetoric when I was talking to this person, because sometimes you got to fake it before you make it, but then you begin to realize, I can do this. And you do it to them, for them, as respect for them giving you a chance, but eventually you do it better for yourself, create a business around it, and make them and they become a client of your firm. It's about being creative, it's about being bold, it's about having confidence, and it's about being at the right place at the right time. And when you make these contacts, you got to know what to do with it. I'm Armstrong Williams.